Hello and welcome in, everybody. This is Lola. She's here for the first OU reaction video of the year. It is week 1 versus UTEP. So let's get straight into it. Lola and I are going to react. Might hear some of the other dogs in the background. They'll all be on sometime. Don't worry about it. Lola didn't get to watch the game, unfortunately. So this is her first time seeing the highlights. So hopefully things go well for her. Kicking it off, I remember
Gabriel again, quick set
this
right over the middle.
this was one of the most anticipated season openers I could think of. I mean, Venables, all the stuff over the offseason, this has all been kind of crazy. Here we go, deep shot to Mims, I believe. Yep. It's so nice to see because we haven't seen him get his due for a little while, so it's nice to see Marvin Mims get some love, to get some deep balls. Do you want to get down? You want to get down? Okay. All right, now we can focus up. All right. Who had this on the board? Who had this on the board? Nobody. You didn't. Just admit it. You didn't have it on the board. Your bingo card did not say Dylan Gabriel rushing touchdown for the first touchdown of the year. It didn't have it. Didn't guarantee. So I want to give a shout out to Patrick on the Program Guys podcast, also on YouTube. Go check them out. He called this, and I thought he was crazy. Everybody else on the podcast thought he was crazy. Great call, Pat. Amazing call. So, very nice. Very nice. The defense really surprised me. A lot of things looked better. I thought Reggie Grimes was probably the... I really thought Reggie Grimes was the player of the game, in my opinion. Just the amount of pressure he got, he got the sacks, of course, but the amount of pressure and the effort he showed was just really nice to see. The cheetah position was really interesting. You see it right here. I mean, that cheetah position is going to be one to watch. Just keep your eye on that cheetah position all season long. You can see them do a few things, but they're still kind of learning their zones where they should be. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They punted. We got it. Eric Gray had a heck of a day. I'm going to tell you what. He had a great day. Really kind of showed us that he might just be the go-to guy. I mean, I think a lot of people were questioning whether it be him or Marcus Major. Would we see some of the other guys jump in? You know, Tyree Walker, maybe. But I'll tell you what, he had a great day. He looked real good. There's Marvin Mims again. He's so good out in space. So good. I'm really excited to see him be the featured wide receiver. Dylan Gabriel's going to love throwing to him. He really will. I thought Gabriel missed some deep throws, but nothing too crazy. You know, we're still learning everybody. Everybody's getting used to each other. Yep. Who is that? Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's what he does. That is what Eric Gray does best, is he's just get me the ball. Get me in space. Give me the ball. Too easy. Too easy. Braden Willis will be a monster this year. You mark my words. Braden Willis, monster. Put it down right now. Let's see. Watch him. I believe this is the one he fakes. Yeah, watch the fake. See, that wasn't even that bad. I think they just got lost. He has another catch later that he fakes this block perfectly. Oh, here we go. Woo! That was nice. That was nice.
He sure did. He sees that motion from across the field. That's the benefit of being a senior, having some experience under your belt. You're not just looking at the guy in front of you. Look at his eyes. He is seeing that zoom motion. He could tell that the receiver...
That receiver was just lost, man. Oh, man. That receiver was like, I don't know where he went. Mr. McIntosh is the one who puts his videos together. I'll be honest with you, the last few years, it's mostly just been offensive plays. It's usually been something that we recognize as just offensive plays because those are usually the big highlights. And it's really nice to see defensive plays in there as well. There were very few and far between because there weren't a lot of defensive highlights last year. But Mr. McIntosh, also on YouTube, go check him out. He does this for every OU game. He's got some classic games too in there. Go subscribe to him as well. It's going to be worth it. Here we go. This is the run. Watch this. Watch this. True freshman. Walk on. Look at that. But also look at Braden Willis. Look at Braden Willis. I mean, that is incredible. First touch, college football career. First time you're seeing the field in front of your hometown fans. I mean, kid grew up in Norman. I was shocked to see him on the field. I thought it'd be a decoy. They trust him to get this done. I mean, but again, look at Brent Willis. Look at him getting 2 blocks there. Then he catches back up with Gavin Freeman right here. Look at him right there. There's again Braden Willis. Now this last push, maybe in the back, I don't know, but it does the job and it saves it. I think it really did save the tackle because I thought that guy had an angle on him. Braden Willis, monster this year. There's Reggie Grimes, what we said. There's just so much good things happening this first half. If this was invigorating, this is exactly what we needed out of a first half and a first showing for the Brent Venables era after everything OU fans have been through. This is exactly what we needed for the momentum.
All effort from Grimes coming this way, but look at 31 in the middle. He's the one that forces Hardison out of that pocket. And your uncommon effort.
Also thought Isaiah Coe had a great game as well. Just thinking about the defensive line. There, Reggie Grimes got pretty lucky with that one. But no, Isaiah Coe, Jordan Kelly. Is it Jordan Kelly? I think it's Kelly had a great game as well. Yeah, Jordan Kelly. I called it. Oh my gosh, that guard didn't come off quick enough. You're not going to get over quick enough. Reggie Grimes is way too fast. All right, 1st and 10. UTEP, nowhere to go. That is a coverage sack. We haven't seen enough coverage sacks as OU fans in a while, but that was one of the coverage sacks I think we have to give credit to.
Great position. You try to throw it here. There's nowhere to throw it. Throw it away.
Yep. There's nowhere to go with that ball. I'm looking forward to seeing David Agwebu do something. There's Isaiah Coe. What'd I tell you? Isaiah Coe right there. And another coverage sack. Ethan Downs and Reggie Grimes are going to be they're going to feast this year. You mark my words. They're going to feast this year. I'll tell you, this is nice to see. I mean, look at this coverage. Look at Danny Stutzman out there. 6'4", 260 pounds. Look at Danny Stutzman. Broyles. Oh, I see you, Ethan Downs. You were going for the ball. He's got it. Yeah. Smart. Love that. There were also a ton of tipped passes in this game, which is something we haven't seen a lot of at OU. And you can kind of tell there's an emphasis, like if you don't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. Get in the air. I love to see that. There's Marcus Major. You know, I'm a Houston Texans fan. I love J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt is a king at batting passes. Look at that blocking. If there's one thing I was concerned with OU on was whether or not the downfield blocking by Eric Gray. God, that's nasty. The downfield blocking was going to be concerned with the whole Cale Gundy leaving thing. I was worried that maybe that wouldn't be teached as much because that is something that CeeDee Lamb prided himself on. Jaden Hazelwood had an amazing block downfield with Arkansas this past weekend. But that is something that is nice to see hasn't gone away. Braden Willis, I believe that was exactly the play. Watch this replay. I hope they show it. He fakes that he's there to block, and then just goes right up the seam. It is beautiful to watch. I hope it shows it. Watch this. Watch this. Yep, I'm going to block you, linebacker. Oh, he just absolutely fooled that linebacker. He just rocked him to sleep. That is just nasty. And then the elusiveness. 2nd and 10, Hardison. Time ticking. Yep, to end the Reggie Grimes again. Again, I would argue a coverage sack. I really think DBs should get a lot of credit for that. That should maybe even be a stat, but amazing first half. Exactly what we needed. Reggie Grimes again with that pressure. I mean, you're gonna see this a lot. I'm calling it. Reggie Grimes is too talented. He's too fast. He's too big. He's too strong to not have an amazing year. Especially now that he's gonna have the help of a defensive coordinator that's gonna dial up plays to allow him to get one-on-ones. Gabriel running a lot more than I thought he would. I mean, he's not going to do it as much as like Baker does, but like, man, it feels awfully similar. There's Theo Weiss. Nice to see him back. Nice to see Theo Weiss back. It's we've been waiting a little while for him to be healthy, and it looks like he finally is. Looking like it's going to be a good season for him. The hurry up. This is not. This is almost a lot is happening. It's not just because of the jump cuts that are happening here with the editing. A lot of this was going extremely fast. Is that Farouk? Yep. Excited for him this year. Very excited to see what he does this year. Marcus Major. I love the woohoo. Like, whatever that yelling was, I really want to think it was Marcus Major, because that is hilarious to me if that really was him.
What do they say in football? Low man wins. Watch Major here take on 2. Be his own blocker, and I got 2. But look at
just right through the 5-hole.
uproot the defender
Getting through the
right
5-hole. I love that.
there. And he is down, but the ball
Touchdown every
crosses
day.
the threshold.
That was the highest attendance for any spring game this year.
See, look at that. Batted ball.
Batted away by Billy
Love it.
Bowman.
Billy Bowman getting up.
Climbed the ladder in a
Looked like a
big way.
shortstop getting up high for a line drive.
Once again, watch his eyes. His eyes are looking right back to the quarterback as these defenders have all day in their zone coverage.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to love seeing more and more of that as we go throughout the season.
Nearly mossed.
Safety pressure coming. He read it perfectly.
That-
Smith, who got
Whew.
clotheslined, are
The fact that that's not a penalty is interesting. That rarely happens, but when it does, you just constantly look at it like, whoa.
Ferguson over at the sideline.
Woody Washington, I'm expecting a lot out of him this year. Just a veteran guy. You really hope he can do some things. So that ball was actually tipped at the line. That one was actually tipped. I was really confused by that one, but kind of just random circumstance where it was tipped and still went towards a receiver. And look at this blitz.
Hardison whistles it wide and nobody home.
I mean, they got him to throw it away on 4th and 6.
Major had
That's
the
pressure.
touchdown on the last drive.
That's pressure. That's rattling a quarterback. I love it. Dylan Gabriel, look at that. Look at that read.
Gabriel to the outside off a block.
Kind of an awkward fall down, but, you know, we'll go with it.
Ravine behind the Gabriel family home.
Here goes Marcus Major.
Major has a ravine to run through.
Yep. I was surprised to see the starters in for as long as they were. You can really tell that they were trying some different. That was a beautiful blocking scheme right there. Well done, boys. Tyler Guyton got a lot of playing time. I mean, we all know why he got more than he probably would have, but look at Marcus Major. My lord. Come on, man. He's going to do that all year long. He's going to just be a monster. Hasn't that guy been in college? The guy with the mustache and the jacket, hasn't he been in college for like 7 years? 8 years, something like that? I feel like he was there when I was there. I mean, shout out to him. Let me see here. So that was, yeah, that's Conjul. Conjul did have to go to the locker room later in the game, but Conjul got a lot of looks at left guard. I think they were giving Matower some rest. Just, you know, we don't want to hurt him, anything like that. But it was interesting to see how long. I mean, they got 3 good quarters in with a lot of the quote unquote starters. Bill had a lot of different combinations on the O-line, but it was just interesting to see how long Dylan Gabriel played. Ooh, another batted ball. I mean, these guys have been told, get up, get in the air, bat it down, whatever you can do. Absolutely love it. Look at Venables. That was a nice play, and Venables didn't look happy. He was like, that's coaching right there. That's how he does it. Somebody did say, like, I can't wait for his first, meltdown on the sideline. It's going to happen. I'm very interested to see when that happens as well.
Second and 8. His throw is a little low. He's at his best when he's grinding, and this team is molded in that image. On a 3rd and 4,
That was close. Can we just acknowledge all the defensive plays here? Like, again, Mr. McIntosh is worth a follow for any Sooner fan on YouTube. For the last few years, it's been pretty much only offensive plays. Those are the only highlights we've had. Now it's different. Oh, Bevel got in. Is that Walker? Oh. No, it's Barnes. Excuse me, Barnes. Here's what I love. Here's what I love. If you just will. The right side of this line right now is Jake Taylor. And Jacob Sexton. True freshmen. Both of them like 6'6", 270, 280 pounds, massive human beings, and they're freshmen. They did really well. I mean, this is kind of how you draw it up. This is what you wanted to see. Were there some adjustments that should be made? Sure. Were there some things that could be worked on? Of course there is. There always is. But to sit there and say that this wasn't exactly what we needed as OU fan base, that'd be a mistake, because this was perfect. This was what we wanted. Guys, it's time to end this video, but if you liked what you saw, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get told when the next video comes out. We do gaming, we do football, we do reaction videos. Anything you want to see, let me know in the comments. If you like all of it, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Big things are coming this year for this page. This is Scuba signing off. We'll see you next time.